Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Boiler Room. Yeah, with that being said, today is going to be looking like a short day. There are a few things popping up on the scanner this morning. Still, it's only 8:30, so we do have some time until the market opens. We have until about 9:30 before stuff really, or sorry, about 9 o'clock till stuff really starts to pick up pre-market. So if this is your first time tuning in, thank you once again for being here. Really, all we do is talk about some stocks that are moving pre-market, try to gather a pretty good plan of attack or watch list and a handful of stocks to go in and attack during market hours. That's basically all we do here, right? Now, I do want to mention that the SPY, the SPY overall market ETF is down right now. So that means it might be a little bit more challenging to find long plays. So stocks are going up. But let me mention that in every single recession, or even if you want to say market crash, 20% of the stocks are still going up. So even when the market does correct itself soon, it doesn't mean that you can't make money buying stocks to the upside, because 20% of them still do well and perform phenomenally when the market is going down. Okay, so there's still opportunity there, and markets going down in recessions are a good thing. That just means everything's on sale, right? And you can make a lot of money there. So that's another lesson. Save as much money as you can right now and always, but right now, so that when the market does dump, and a lot of these big name stocks, we don't know which ones they will be, but I mean, imagine this. Imagine Facebook dropping down, I don't know, 40 or 50 bucks. That would be a great deal to grab Facebook or Microsoft or Google or something like that. So wait till that happens, right? It'll be a good time, right? From Brighton, oh, what's going on, Todd? You're not far away, bud. I'm only over here in Novi. So we're going to go ahead and hop in. I really, to be honest with you, I hate to say it, but I have more short plays than I do long plays today. And it's just because that's the way the market's acting. So it is what it is, right? So let's go ahead and hop into it. Let's see. So that was first thing I wanted to do. If you're to hop in here just on the overall market watch, I mean, you can tell which stocks are performing very, very well, right? It looks like a lot of tech right now is booming. You have Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Apple, Intel, NVIDIA, with some Baba, really more of e-commerce and shipping or whatnot. But so a lot of the tech right now is actually taking off. This is just kind of a brief overview. So a lot of the tech industry is kind of moving right now. So again, let's keep your eyes on some of the tech right now. If you see that the tech is moving, it's a good idea to keep your eyes in some of the tech industry areas, okay? That's just all that means, right? So taking a look at that, look at here. This is the SPY right now. SPY from yesterday to today is down. Oh, I can't tell. It's backwards. It's down right now about 0.33%. So that's not horrible, but it is down. The overall market is down right now, guys. So keep that in mind as you're going into today's trading. So first things first, I'm going to start with XNET, right? So first things first is XNET, right? So I don't know if I can, for those of you that may not be able to see it, but let me delete some of these drawings. So XNET had a pretty good day. Let me hop into the 1-year day chart as always, and let's go from there first. Okay, so this is what interests me about XNET. Yeah, I do believe so. Let me just double check right now. Yes, it is, David. It is. It is tradable. So let's look at this, right? Your daily chart. You guys know me. I'm a huge advocate and a huge fan of shorting stocks when the price becomes extended. Looking at XNET on a daily chart, you can see that it's had a phenomenal run from about $4 up until a high of $9. So we had this nice run where the bulls controlled the whole market and the whole direction for this probably couple-week period. All right. With that being said, you can see that from this blue line, which is the overall daily support, it's right at about, with today's trading, it's probably right at about 650, 641, somewhere in that area. That is a total of 20% off of support. Now, is it going to drop all the way back down to $6 today? Probably not, but it lets you know that the price in itself, right? We know that this is extended. So the probability of it having a red day is much higher than it is when it's closer to support. So the overall takeaway is XNET is overextended on the daily chart. Look at this candle. It put in an inverted hammer candle on an uptrend. That signals the start of a reversal to the downside. Okay, so there's a few things. We're extended. We rejected the price of $9. We have a red inverted hammer candle signaling a trend change. Okay, come on to the 1 day, 1 minute chart. You will see that it popped up to a high of $8.90, $8.98, $9, stopped out, and then just went straight down afterwards. So today, this is going to be on short watch. As for an entry point, it is kind of challenging to say what's going to be the good entry point, just because this thing went from $9 down to below $8. So it's possible today we will see some short sellers cover their position out of the gates, and we might see a squeeze up and then a drop. So it's really almost impossible for me to give you an ideal entry point for this stock right now. But keep XNET on watch for a short position. No, it really doesn't, Parker. It doesn't mean that if the candle is green that bulls are taking over. No, but primarily any inverted hammer candle at the top of a trend usually signals a downtrend. But red is just better. So that's my first one. Let's go to the next one. I know. I've done it a million times, but HMNY. Why do I like HMNY so much? Well, because it's a crap stock. And once again, we'll go through this real quick because everybody knows that this thing popped up to $30, right? Popped up very, very high. And now it's come all the way back down. And people think that this thing isn't going to come back down to $2. The people think it won't go back down to penny stock land. And it will. This stock is going to drop back down to the $2, the $3, the $4, the $5 area. Right now, it's holding up just barely above $10. $10 is a huge key point for HMNY. If this stock can break $10 today, or most likely it'll do it today. I mean, it could have, kind of a consolidating day and then maybe break tomorrow or the next day, but higher probability. And look at what David just said. I don't know. I haven't even checked, but okay. So I guess it has negative PR today. Let's see. It might be somewhere else. I don't see it here on TOS, so it might be somewhere else. But David, for example, he just mentioned it has bad PR. Like it because you hate it. Exactly, Francis. So I love it because I hate it. Exactly. So getting back on topic, HMNY, $10. So let me draw this out for you guys because I'm just talking and maybe you want a visual, right? So $10 is right here. $10 is a key mental area of support. If HMNY breaks $10, then we could see massive selling pressure, massive panic selling, right? Think about all the people that might still be holding the bag on the stock, hoping, waiting that it turns around, and it doesn't, right? They're eventually going to have to sell. A lot of them probably already sold, but $10 is a key point. I think that we can really see some movement out of this. And Marcos, to get your trend line thicker, if you take your mouse and you right click your trend line, you'll have an option to edit properties, and then you go into edit properties, and then you'll increase the size of your trend line, but make sure you save it. Once you're done doing that, you save that as your default so that you don't have to consistently go back in and change the size of your trend line. All right, so HMNY shorting it below $10 today, most likely. Something else that I think that I like. Oh, that was dumb. Well, hold on one second. Okay, so yeah, I think I did, David. Let me see here. It might be the negative PR one or the man behind MoviePath. Yeah, okay. Yep, films of paper service. What's going on, my man? All right, so let's now look at you know what, I really do think that I like Twitter, not for the long side though. Okay, so Twitter, it's hard to tell exactly what it's going to do right now. Okay, this is not an easy one to project. The only reason I like it is because of this obnoxious volume spike, right? You know, like just yesterday I was talking about this. I posted it in my Facebook group, the Boiler Room Trading. By the way, if you haven't already joined that group, I recommend getting into it. The link is in the description of the video below. Go ahead and join Boiler Room Trading group on Facebook, completely free, and I kind of throw out some updates and sometimes some watch lists in there, so you can kind of just keep up to date. I don't let anybody else post in there. It's strictly me posting it, just because we don't want it to get filled up, and you can kind of keep the information relevant. Now, look at this huge volume spike here. Raises some questions on me. There was no price action in relation. It did not go up. It did not go down. It was completely still after about 4 million volume, right? It just doesn't, to me, it doesn't make sense. There has to be something, an underlying factor that the general public isn't grasping. Does it mean this price is going to go up? I don't know, but I have a strong conviction that we might see Twitter continue grinding higher today. Based on its trend, it has to get over about $21.60. Over $21.60, this thing has some potential. If it doesn't break $21.60, it'll probably end up downtrending for the day. Okay, so this could be a sign that people are going to be getting out, or a sign that they expect the price to continue up. I know, no shit, it's either going up or it's going down, but this huge volume spike raises questions. Okay, huge volume spike raises questions. Now, yes. Let's see. So again, Twitter will be on watch here pretty heavily. Now, looking at what's going on pre-market with the pre-market gappers, I haven't really seen anything that's really sparked my interest greatly. This is ANY. It had news today, but ANY isn't performing very well. It's still trading on pretty light volume, only about 31,000. So I don't even really like that. You know, so it's hard to say what's going to actually pop off today. Oh, SPI. Everyone's so jacked up on SPI, but look at this thing. It is such a light volume stock, right? There's no point in trading this stock. There really is. There is no point in trading that stock. It is way too light of volume, and it's too risky. Let's see. PDS. I'll take a look at PDS. Yeah, PDS gapped up, but it isn't really doing anything yet. We need more of a kind of a direction as far as what it's planning on doing, and it's on very light volume, only about 2,000. So the volume's too light. AVIR popped up, came right back down. So this isn't something you really want to concern yourself with, most likely. I mean, look at that. Popped up, came down, doesn't like that high price. Most likely not going to be something you want to mess with. It could still be good, right? It could still be good. So I'm not saying don't watch them, but the chances of them being great are always slim when they can't hold up pre-market. DYN is another one. DYN gapped up. See, now here's the thing with DYN. I think they had a merger deal this morning, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. There's a confirmed merger with DYN and Vista Energy. So that's good news, right? This is something that is worth keeping on watch this morning. Now, it's quite simple that it doesn't make sense to trade DYN unless it gets over $13. You don't want to trade DYN to the long side unless it goes over 13, because if you get in at 1270, or sorry, 1270, 1288, right in here, well, I mean, that's not bad. I mean, 30 cents till you hit resistance, but again, it could stop out before that. It could stop out at 1280, but what you got to think to yourself is $13 is a major area, and it's a major area. And with that being said, the price is only at 1278, 1280. So you have 20 cents until you hit resistance. If this thing is really going to continue higher and grind out for the day, it's going to break 13. So I'd really wait for the break of $13 before wanting to jump in on that. So again, DYN, great news today, had a merger deal. It's really right about at $13 resistance. So we're really going to want to watch that one break above that before I would consider getting in on that position. You know, BONT, I'm not going to mess with. I can't even trade BONT because it's too risky of a stock. I actually literally can't trade it. But, you know, this thing is rallying. Look at this. It's just back and forth rallying, right? I mean, you could say you could potentially get in over $1 or something, but here's the thing. The price is at 97 cents. This thing is a very, very bad penny stock. You look at the one-day chart. Here's the thing, is that a lot of times what happens is people get caught up on these penny stocks that make really, really good moves. And then they get caught up trying to trade them for the next couple days when in fact you shouldn't have been trading it after its second big day. That was it. It was done after that day. You leave it alone until it actually proves that it wants to really, really do something. Right now it's very indecisive and it looks very sketchy. Usually not something you want to really, really watch. RTTR, IMUC, okay. Oh, let's see, RTTR. I remember hearing this the other day. Nope, wouldn't mess with RTTR. I mean, look at it's just a light volume stock. Anytime you see stocks like this, it's light volume, means liquidity issues, means you're going to have a harder time getting your orders filled, executed in and out of a trade. It's not worth wasting your time on, most likely. IMUC, way too light of volume. You're not going to be able to make any money there. LRTTF. Still very light volume. You're going to have liquidity issues. It's going to be a lot harder getting in and out of your trades, but this one isn't too bad looking. Wow, look at this thing. That's an OTC. Okay, so I don't trade OTCs. Yeah, but that's crazy. I mean, that stock just boomed out of nowhere. But yeah, it's an OTC, so I'm not going to go over that. It's not my area of expertise. But Bradley Smith that works with TechBud Solutions, he does have a YouTube channel. So if you're interested in OTC stocks, I would recommend checking out Bradley over at on his YouTube page. He does a pretty good job with OTCs. Actually, a really good job with OTCs. Let's see. Man, there's just so many to look at here. I can't do them all. So TRXYE, I'll give you my thoughts on TRXYE. You see this? I strongly feel TRXYE is going to continue downwards. I actually meant to short it the other day and I didn't, but here's the thing. It's actually moving up a little bit here. I think what we could see happen with TRXYE is, you know, we could see a little bit of a green day, but I think if it doesn't really break out and hold above this 250 area, right? And if it keeps rejecting 250, it's going to continue back downwards, kind of to where it started, which is around this dollar area. So I think we might see this thing come back all the way down towards the dollar area. And that's just my honest opinion. No, Adam, I'm not working with TechBuds, but Bradley Smith does a really great job. So there's no reason why I shouldn't, you know, inform people of that, you know. Like I said, you know, there's tons of value everywhere and where I see fit, you know, and honestly, I think Bradley Smith does a phenomenal job with trading over-the-counter stocks. So, you know, if anybody wanted to learn how to do it, that's probably the guy you're going to have to go see. I don't know anything about OTCs. I don't trade OTCs. So to be honest, you know, you should probably go check out Bradley. And that's the thing, is a lot of people can view OTC stocks as junk, which they really are, but there's still money to be made. And honestly, Bradley Smith with TechBuds, you know, and working with Ricky, he does a great job at it. And I think that if you guys have questions in the OTC market and any questions pertaining to those stocks, that's one of the guys that I know off the top of my head that that knows a lot of you know, how to trade them. So that's definitely who I'd recommend seeing. So his name's B Smith on YouTube, so definitely check him out there. Yeah, share float does matter with TRXYE. I don't even have it up right now, I don't believe, but oh yeah, I do. Oh wow, yeah. So TRXYE is 105 million share float. So share float always does matter. At 105 million, you're not going to see the price move dramatically fast, but you know, and it could be Mucho Lemons. It could definitely be a good stock. I'm not saying it's not going to be, but most of the time, these penny stocks that pop up, they usually fail and they come right back down. I mean, this is TRXYE right now. Does it look strong? It looks very weak, right? It doesn't look very strong. Sonny, you can check float on finviz.com. Finviz.com has a free stock scanner where you can check it for free. You just type in any ticker you want to, you know, kind of learn about, and it'll bring it up. So there's a lot going on here. Let's see, REI. I'll take a look here. Oh yeah, so looks like REI kind of bouncing off some previous support here on the daily, which is like right in this $11 area. Yeah, no problem, Sonny. Got it, bud. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. It is a kind of a light volume stock, so you see it. So this is more of like maybe a swing trade position, which I couldn't give you information on right now. You know, swing trading, you just can't do it in a matter of seconds. It takes time to analyze them and go over them and look at some fundamentals, right? So SPCB. Okay, let's see here. SPCB. Let's see. Oh, come on, computer. SPCB. Yeah, those earnings are bigger than I've ever seen before based on this chart. Yeah, it could be good. Might be worth watching here. I don't know how much attraction it's really getting, but are you correct? You want to go to finviz.com. So let me pop that in here in the chat real quick. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, come on. Please tell me HMNY did not break the $10 mark. That's really what I'm hoping it did not do. Damn it. See, look at HMNY now breaking that $10 mark. It can still be good, but, you know, I want it to hold up right now. I really do. So we'll see. I know. Wait. It's got to hold up right there. So, alrighty, guys, that's all I got for you this morning. But like I said, today is more of a short short selling day for me. So we'll see. You know, I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna watch Twitter. I'm going to watch HMNY. What was the other one? Twitter, HMNY, XNET. Really, all of my top watch for shorts. Keep in mind the tech sector is booming right now. So that's gonna be cool. So I think really. No problem, guys. No problem. So again, like I'm going to be watching 3 stocks. Really. I'm going to watch HMNY out of the gates. I'm going to watch XNET out of the gates. Might watch TRXYE. David, I was thinking about watching QD as well. But, you know, I'm not sure. I might. So Stock Boy, I'm hoping by the end of the month. And then as things start progressing more and more, I'm taking into consideration the kind of chat, like there's so much that's going into it, more than I had originally thought, but it shouldn't be very long. I just want to make sure that when it's done and throughout this whole process that everything with the site is done perfect. I'm not going to make, there's always problems. There is, that's why I'll do these little beta runs, but I want to make sure that everything is perfect. The videos are clear. If I have to, you know, get stuff so that it's in HD streaming. I'll make sure that happens. So I'm in contact with the developers, and everything's going pretty well. You know, I really can't complain. Everything's going very well, quicker than, you know, I could really imagine, honestly. So I'm really just going to go from there. And so once again, guys, you know, get ready to trade today. It is Monday morning. Volatility is going to be high, and it's going to be a great day. It's a great day every day. All right, guys. So I will catch you tomorrow morning. All right. Thanks.